Oh boy. Busy Works Beats has a VST plugin called Hermes Synth. Yeah.
Traptendo.
What is going on, guys? Busy Works Beats sponsored this video, and before I even took the sponsorship, I told them, hey, look, I'm very critical of stuff, and you know that. That's how I like to do my reviews. I'm totally honest, brutally honest, yes, and that would include this review right here. So yeah, he agreed to that, and that's the only way that I take sponsorships in the first place, is if I can tell it like it is. And with that being said, it is a VST2, VST3 synthesizer, so it works on both Windows and Mac, and in most DAWs, so that's a good start here. The link will be in the description box, and it is an affiliate link, so I want to be as transparent about that as humanly possible. So I do get a kickback at no additional cost to you. Speaking of which, it's $50, so make sure that you check out this review. I'm gonna weigh in with my hot takes, and we're gonna check it out. This is how the Hermes Synth looks, and I'm gonna go ahead and play a track so you can hear how it sounds. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually impressed by the sound. So what I want to talk about is this UI here. So let's go ahead and make a good focus on this so we can see it in the flesh. And I'm using the MPC Beat software, by the way. So for those who are wondering why I use my MPC, well, you can use it as a controller too. So, but here is Hermes Synth here. And one of the things that caught me off guard as far as the UI is it's vectorial. It's vectorial. Like, it can stretch, and it looks good when it's stretched really big. And that is a huge plus, because for the simple fact that many companies don't focus on this aspect. Like, bigger companies don't try to appease the people that have like a 1080p screen like me in 4K. And that is very important because you're future-proofing yourself. Other things about the UI in itself that I want to point out that's notable is you can change the actual UI color. I have it on this. I think this is what Busy Works Beats usually have it on. They have some pretty decent colors. I actually think this is probably the coolest in terms of what you can do. And it's a tad bit customizable, which is a nice touch. It is a nice touch, I would say. So let's talk about the sounds, because I know that's what people want to hear, is the actual sounds itself. All right, so let's test out this sound real quick. You know, Busy Works Beats is an R&B type dude. Just go up an octave. I'm going through pads first, because I think pads are very important. pad here. Yeah, so I think it could be very good for like R&B, that's for sure. And if you like softer sounds, R&B, and you know, a little bit of house, even trappish type beats, yeah, that'll work. All right, let's check this out. Mm. Drop it down an octave. Go up higher. Ain't gonna lie, sounded good so far. All right, so let's check out some brass. All right, go up an octave here. They have the right touch of reverb, and I can appreciate that. Sometimes with sounds, they are always, or most of the time I hear sounds, they don't really complement, you know, with effects very well. Turn it down a little bit. One thing I would like to say is some of the, and I don't know if it's because I might have installed it wrong, but it seems like some of the patches are a little off. Like, and when I say off, as in if I'm tapping on this patch right here, like it's not loading up anything. And I don't know, I'm a little worried about that, but perhaps I'll just refer to some type of instructions or hit support up. What I'm gonna do here is go into art mode real quick. Now let's get out of art mode. And the reason why I'm holding down the pad really long, because usually with romplers, they're not looped correctly, and so they kind of sound a little janky. So it's really quality for what it's worth. I actually like the fact that they focus on that much. Some of the patches aren't working for me, and that's kind of a disappointment, but I just randomly installed it without looking at instructions. So you never know. Look at the instructions. Don't be like me. So tell me how you feel about this review. Did you get what you needed out of it? I hope you did, because I'm weighing in with my hot takes. So, First Pro, 50 bucks, very good price point. A lot of companies go into the 100, 200 price point, excluding a lot of people when it shouldn't be like that. You can make 50 bucks on a synthesizer and do very well as a company as a whole. There's no arguing that. There's too many companies that charge way too much. So that's a great pro that Busy Works Beats is doing that. Another one, sound selection. Didn't expect it to sound very good at all. But guess what? It actually has some pretty good sounds. You got good sound designers. I was excluded out of that. Busy. Yeah, good sounds. Next one, surprise, surprise, the UI is actually pretty decent when it comes to resizing, and it's high res. Wasn't expecting that at all. Man, because there's so many companies that charge way more for their plugins that aren't high res, or when you resize it, if it can resize, it looks terrible. And this looks pretty decent. Cons. Well, about the sound selection, not enough sounds. I think that there should be some more sounds, some expansion packs or something like that. Maybe perhaps I missed the memo on that and there are some expansions, but yeah, pretty slim on the sounds, but at a decent price, so you know, that kind of balances itself. A slight con when I said the UI is pretty good, I wasn't talking about the presentation. The presentation could be a little better, and I hope in the near future that when he comes out with another synth or 2.0 Hermes Synth, it will look a little better when it's presented. But however, I understand that it's very simple for people that just want to do a couple of adjustments. Yeah, fair trade-off. Do I give this the stamp of approval? Well, I say about 75%. Not bad. Not bad at all. Shout outs to the Busy Works Beats.